Hey, welcome back to another Dolphins log for Wuthering Waves, month of October 2024. The last Dolphins log, Whales log, that I did for, what was it, Ether Gazer or something like that? That was not the last one. I forgot about Wuthering Waves, so we're gonna do it right now. Okay, let's check it out then. Alright, let's go down from the top. Currently my main team looks like this, the top three characters here. Obviously, Shorekeeper has replaced my Verena, though I'm obviously gonna still use Verena for, for TOA, Tower of Adversity. Basically, this game's version of Spiral Abyss. So, there you go. Changli, I made one last adjustment to her 4-cost Echo. Actually, did I? No. I'm still looking for one. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Matter of fact, I know that I gave my, what was it again? Encore, yeah, Encore. I gave my Encore, a cost for crit rate main stat Inferno Rider, and it managed to roll double crit. So instead of, Encore having that, I should probably give that to my Changli, see if I can find it. Where the hell is it, is the question. Crit rate. Actually, does my Encore even have it? Yeah, she does. Yeah. Because it just doesn't show up. At least not at the top. Maybe if I scroll all the way down at the bottom, it'll show up. But yeah, I got this for my Encore recently. It's got double crit. Sucks that I also rolled double defense, but I mean, hey, double crit is all you need, right? So, take that from her. Give that to my Changli. I guess it's not so bad, considering this one also has defense and HP percent. I mean, percentage is better than flat most times. But still, it's not that. Overall, it's an improvement, because, you know, you always want to take double crit now, don't we? So there you go. Finally got a double crit. 4 Echo for my Changli. So now her stats look like this now. 77 CR, 271 CD. And then for my Encore, I'll give her the Inferno Rider that I just took off my Changli. Actually, I think I have 2 of them, yeah. So I could just give her whichever one's better. This one has basic ER crit rate. This one has higher crit rate. Double attack, defense, and then ult damage bonus. I'll probably just give her this one then. Hopefully that's better. Alright, so she can stick on, or she can keep that for the time being. So yeah, made a live change to my Changli. So now, every single one of her Echoes has double crit on them. Hell yeah. Can't really ask for any better. And of course, Changli is still my only character in Wuwa who is completely max skilled. So there you go. Oops. Moving on. Zhezhi also made a slight improvement. Managed to get her a another 4-cost Echo, the Myriad, Lampy Lumen Myriad, long name. Because previously I think the one she had before only had double crit, so crit rate, but now she has crit rate and double crit, so crit rate, crit damage. And I think I spent like a good part of a week looking for a main stat or a Myriad that rolled crit rate main stat, and then I had to roll that to see if it rolled double crit, and finally it did. So, hell yeah! So now my Zhezhi should also be in the same camp as my Changli, where all of her Echoes. Never mind. I was about to say that. Oh yeah, all of her Echoes now have double crit. That's not true. Still gotta work on these. To be fair, this one's got plenty of room for improvement, though I think 10.5 crit rate is max roll. I want to say it's max roll, or it should be near max roll, because I know min roll is like 6.3, something like that. But yeah, these two obviously could improve, because they both only have crit rate. But as it were, she still got 76.7 CR, 267 CD. Pretty good. Could still be better, but I'll take my time with that. And then I think I mentioned this before, but I'll probably make Zhezhi my second max skill character, just because I like her that much. And she seems to be pretty strong. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to like the meta of Wuthering Waves and to see what which characters people consider to be the strongest. But just my gut feeling tells me that Changli and Zhezhi are definitely two of the strongest. Honestly, probably these two, and then Jinxi are probably the three strongest characters in the game. Probably. But that's just me talking out of my ass. I don't actually know if they are. So yeah. if my opinion on this game's meta has any value. But in any case, moving on. Moving on to Shorekeeper. She's staying at level 80 for the time being. I don't know how important it is for supports to be to get to level 90. Obviously, eventually I'll get her to level 90. But as of right now, I've got more important things to level up first, considering, you know, trying to fully clear Tower Adversity TOA is kind of the priority right now. So for the time being, Shorekeeper and obviously by extension Verena will both stay at level 80. I did get her weapon, Stellar Symphony, which is also at level 80. She's got a full set here. Full rejuvenating glow set. I actually don't know if the new fallacy echo, this dude, this is the guy you farm for Shorekeeper's ascension materials. I actually don't even know if this is what she wants. Because I think in her trial, she uses the bell guy, the bell turtle. Which will make more sense because it's more defensive, this guy. Because makes more sense because he's more defensive, right? Gives your team like a shield or something, right? Can block like 1 or 2 attacks. Whereas I don't know what this guy does. I think he's more offensive. I want to say maybe he buffs your team instead. I don't know. I have no idea what he does. Maybe I should look that up and see what he actually does. Unfortunately, this motherfucker rolled double crit. Just my luck. However, he still rolled flat HP and more importantly ER, because I believe she scales directly off of ER, which is why her weapon is ER main stat. So I suppose it could be worse. Obviously, I would have liked to see it roll like HP percent. Matter of fact, all of her all of her echoes did not refuse to roll HP percent. I mean, this one did obviously, and yeah, this one did too, but this one didn't. Matter of fact, this one rolled all offensive stats, well, except for ER, and which she actually wants. This one, yeah, no HP percent, flat HP at least, but it's not percent. But to be fair, since again she scales directly off of ER, I guess I could count myself as lucky because all of her echoes managed to roll ER. ER here, ER here, ER here at the very end. ER here up top, and then ER down there. So, hey, I guess it's not so bad. Now, obviously, she's got her 3 echoes are both ER main stat, and then her 1 echoes are both HP percent. So, I actually don't know how good this is. I'm going to assume it's okay, it's decent. Though, obviously, it would have been a lot better if her first 3 echoes also rolled HP percent as substats. Maybe one day I'll go back and try to get her some better echoes that actually do have ER and HP percent as substats. Who knows? Don't know when I'm gonna get around doing that. Because for the time being, this is pretty good. So, oh, that and currently I don't have a Bellborn Geochalone. I'll just call him a bell turtle. I don't have a bell turtle that has that's both part of the rejuvenating glow set and has healing bonus main stat. Currently, I think my Verena holds my only one that I've ever gotten, which is unfortunate. So, got very lucky when I was farming for Shorekeeper's ascension materials that I managed to grab a healing bonus main stat fallacy dude, who's also rejuvenating glow. These are what my Shorekeeper's skills look like. Everything unlocked, level 7 across the board. And of course, C0 as usual. So that's my Shorekeeper. Haven't really messed with Shangli Yao yet. At least I don't think so. I did level his echoes. I don't know if I got around to showing that off last time. But these are what his stats are. These are what his stats look like for now. They're okay. At least they all have crit stats of some kind. And this is his total crit stat line right here. So he is usable. I also got his, I think I've already showed this off before, but his skill tree, his entire skill tree is unlocked and they're all at level 7. So he is usable. He can definitely easily clear, like the first 2 or maybe even 3 stages of TOA. And that's really all I really need him to do for the time being. So that's cool. I mean, I'm just glad I have another electro character that I can use in conjunction with Yinlin whenever we get a TOA reset where, what is it, electro characters are favored. So that'll be, he'll come in handy for sure. Here's Jinshi. I don't know if I've messed with her echoes. I want to say I haven't. Yeah, her stat line looks pretty familiar. Jian, same thing. Same thing with Yinlin. Encore, I've been leveling her up. She's now level 90. I know that, I'm aware that her best in slot, Catalyst, or what are these called again? I know in Genshin they're called Catalyst. I don't know what their name is in this game, in Wuwa. But more to the point, I'm aware that Yinlin's signature is actually also Encore's, what is it? Encore's BIS too. So I wanted to roll for another copy of Yinlin's weapon, but I decided against it for obvious reasons. So yeah, I had a couple of battle pass weapon cases lying around, so I decided, and I checked the catalyst, and I was like, oh shit, you know, it has crit rate on it. Because I think 2 of the weapons out of the battle pass do not have crit rate. I think it's the great sword or whatever it's called in this game, claymore or whatever, two-hander, and the gauntlets. Yeah, the gauntlets. Those, for whatever reason, are only attack percent, which is kind of lame. Actually, it's not kind of. It is lame. Like, why don't you just make it uniformly crit rate across the board? Why is it only the sword, the pistols, and the catalyst here that have crit rate main stat, but not the other 2? But that aside, luckily, at least the catalyst here is crit rate main stat, so I decided to pick one up here for Encore and give it to her. And I got it now at level 90. I am kind of curious to see how Kuro Game is going to handle reruns for this game. Like, best case scenario is that they give Yinlin her own solo banner, which, considering this is a Genshin clone, I'm pretty sure they're not going to do that. If they're ever once they start rerunning characters, I would expect that they would bring back older characters, older limited characters like Yinlin, obviously, and Jian, because I think those were our first 2, alongside like a new 5-star limited character, and they'll do something like what Genshin and Star Rail already do, where you have multiple banners running concurrently and shit like that. So, best case scenario, again, like I said, is that they bring back Yinlin and it's a solo banner for that time only. So that way, since I already have Yinlin, I don't feel the need to roll for more copies of her. I can just go spend some astrites to pick up a guaranteed copy of her signature. What's the signature called again? String Master, and then give it to Encore, because that's apparently also her biz too. But until that happens, or until Yinlin comes back on raid up again, this is what she'll be working with, Encore, that is. I've also given her a full 5-piece Molten Rift set, obviously, and they should all be leveled here, so they're usable at least. They did not roll very well. I mean, plenty of flat stats here. You fucking hate to see it. And so this is what her stat line looks like currently. Not very good. For reference, every character's base crit damage is 150, which is kind of a departure from Genshin, where everyone's base crit damage stat is, I think, 50%. Whereas in this game in Wuwa, everyone starts at 150%, which is, whew. So yeah, like, this means that she's only getting 15% extra crit damage. And yeah, the only crit damage she's getting is from this one cost echo down here. Every one of her other echoes has rolled crit rate but not crit damage, which is kind of awkward. So definitely gonna have to go back and try my best to re-roll some echoes for Encore. Try to give her some more balanced crit stats, which usually means trying to give her some more double crit stat, double crit substat echoes, which is gonna be finicky, that's for sure. Gonna have to get lucky on that. I'm working on her skills right now, or skills and talents. She's got the last row of bonus stats that I gotta work on still on unlocking, and her intro skill still needs to get up to level 7. So, gonna spend the rest of my stamina of this week getting her up there. Surprisingly, I have Encore at C1. I don't know when this happened. C1, S1. I don't know what it's called officially in this game. But yeah, I don't know how this happened. I completely forgot when I even picked up another copy of Encore. I'm going to assume that no, actually that can't be right. I don't think I picked up Encore from the standard banner because honestly, why would you want to roll on standard banner when you can get spooked when rolling for limited banners anyway, and the standard weapon banners is guaranteed. As soon as you choose which weapon you want to go for, right, it's guaranteed that you're going to get that one. So why even bother wasting your lustrous tide things on standard banner? We can just use it on here for way more value. So yeah, I couldn't have gotten it from here, I'm pretty sure. I just forget. I'm forgetting where I got the spook Encore from. Huh. But somehow she's at C1. Don't ask me how. Traveler Genshin. Rover. I don't think I've really messed with her stats at all. Yeah. I did switch her over to Havoc briefly to level up some stuff on the Havoc side. And I am thinking of I am gearing up to start leveling up her Havoc side as well. As you can see here, I've unlocked her her middle perks here. Level up her skill. Nothing too crazy right now. I only did this because I needed to finish up my battle pass, I think last week or so, by spending shell credits or something. But eventually I do want to work on Havoc Rover, just to see if I've got what she needs for Havoc stuff. Let's see. There's crit damage here. I think there are two technically, right? Yeah, crown. You can go either with crownless or dreamless. Kind of wonder which one's better. I know I've used crownless before. I've used crownless way more thanks to the Elusive Realm game mode. I think crownless has been available as your starter echo more often than dreamless. So I'm more used to crownless for sure. But in case dreamless ends up being stronger, then I don't mind using her either, or using a dreamless echo. This one's crit damage. I'm looking for a crit rate one. Oh yeah, I got a couple here. Crit rate. Yeah, so I've got options. So 3 dreamless crit rate main stats. And I've got a lot of crownlesses. Holy shit. One there. Another one there. So 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Okay. So 4 available. Okay, so yeah, she's got plenty of options here. And then for Havoc set, for these guys, not so much. For some reason, Havoc main stat or Havoc set echoes, lower rarity echoes, are pretty rare to come by. Maybe it's just my luck, or maybe it's because I've never bothered farming the Havoc tacit field or the tacit fields that have that offer Havoc set echoes. In any case, actually, let me do this real quick. Let's see, Havoc main stat here. Wow, I do not have a single Havoc main stat 3 echo. That is quite fucking shitty. Okay, well, I know what I'm going to farm next time we get a double Tacit Field event. Or a double drop Tacit Field event. Jesus Christ. Alright. And then switch this over to attack percent main. Should have plenty of ones here at the least. Or at the very least. No. One cost. Yeah. So we got plenty. Plenty we go. Or a handful, I should say. Handful to work with. So yeah, I do plan on getting Havoc Rover up and functional at some point. It's gonna take me a while though. So yeah, for the time being, still working with Spectro Rover. She's been getting the job done. I'm not gonna lie. As I'll show you when I go show off my TOA progress. But we'll get there. We'll get there soon. Chishia, she's level 90. I'm pretty sure she was already level 90 last month. I still haven't gotten her pistols to level 90 though. I should probably get on that pretty soon. Considering I think her pistols cap out at I think 24% crit rate. I want to say, cause yeah, Rover has the perma sword, and it also has crit rate main stat. And it caps out at 24.3% at level 90. So I would expect the same for Chishia's pistols as well. So she'll get a little bit more crit rate. Not much, but every little bit counts, I suppose. So yeah, she currently has 65, 211. Not bad. For how little time and effort that I put into gearing out Chishia. Which is kind of depressing to say out loud, considering, you know, I was a Chishia main when the game first came out. And then, you know, Changli came along. Sorry, Chishia. But, Gomen Chishia. But, yeah. All of a sudden, this has turned into an adult version of Blue Archive. Let's see. Currently, she's working with these echoes. Again, these are not great. I mean, at least this one's double crit. But they're serviceable. But I do plan on giving Chishia the full skill tree unlock and 7 across the board treatment. But that'll come. That time will come when it comes, because I still gotta do that for a couple other characters first. She is C6 though, so at least I'm happy to report that. So yeah, I now have a pretty solid fire team for TOA, because now my fire characters are Changli, who's obviously my best character on my account, and then we got Encore, and then we got Chishia. Realistically, I plan on having Encore and Chishia clear like the first 3 floors of like the side TOA branches, so that way I can use Changli to clear out the 4th floor and then use her for the central TOA tower. I'll explain that more when we actually go over the TOA stuff. But that is my plan now that I have 3, you know, at least somewhat heavily invested fire characters, or pyrofusion characters technically is what they're called in this game. Verena, my former main healer, now my secondary, now that Shorekeeper's here, but I've also made sure to level her up, now that we have Shorekeeper as well. So she's still level 80. She also, her weapon is also only level 80 as well. She's still working with her full set of, rejuvenating glow pieces. Strangely enough, this one has spectro damage. I'll probably try to replace it with an energy recharge. The energy regen. The only reason why she doesn't have one now is because I didn't have one at the time that I was leveling her up, or you know, gearing her out with echoes. Let me see if I've managed to pick one up in the meantime. The answer is no. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, ER main stat echoes are fucking bitch to come by. So that's why it's only this is spectro damage bonus. Honestly, I should probably give her a fucking attack percent bonus, because at least she scales with attack percent. It's not like she really needs a what is it? An elemental damage bonus. But then again, I don't even have an attack percent main stat either. Holy fucking shit. This game fucking hates me. So yeah. Verena's Echo, specifically this one, it's kind of scuffed. So hopefully I'll be able to change that at some point. But just like Shorekeeper, her skill tree is entirely unlocked and has 7 across the board for all her skills and talents. So yeah, there's my Verena. And then lastly, Yang, or Yang. I just shortened her name to Yang. Yang, however you say it. I did get it to level 80 as part of the event going on where this event right here, the Parade of Stars event. Basically, you know, oh, we give you extra rewards for leveling shit up. Kind of sucks that this event was not retroactive. Because obviously, oh, level up 2 resonators, level 80. I already had that, or I already did that. So yeah, kind of a bummer that it wasn't retroactive, but it's not too big of a deal at the end of the day. I would just like to see future events like this, to be retroactive. Like, that would be a lot better. Because, like, you know, that would actually reward people for actually consistently playing this game instead of being like, oh yeah, you know, oh, it doesn't matter if you've been grinding this game before or not. You know, oh, everybody's on an equal playing field. Still working on the Toonie Echoes part. I'm sure I'll get that done eventually. And of course, the skills part. Considering that I plan on max skilling my Zhezhi, I'm sure I'll get this done eventually too. But that's my progress on the whole Parade of Stars event. Anyways, back to Yang. Because of the Parade of Stars event, I did go ahead and get Yang to level 80. I do want to basically level up my Yang so that she's like Chixia, where she'll be like a wind damage character, an arrow damage character that works with Jian to like clear like the first couple of floors of TOA before I switch them with somebody else who's stronger, like Jian or something. I don't know. We don't have that many wind characters in the game now, do we? It's basically just Jian, arrow, wind, same thing. Yang. Oh, we do have Genshin actually. Yeah, forgot about Genshin. My very first S rank, or my very first gold character. And obviously I'm not forgetting about Alto either. He's also another arrow character, so we have 4 in total. But these are the ones I've already leveled up. So I'll probably reserve Jian because he's obviously very geared out. I'll probably reserve Jian to be my main win guy to go tackle like, I don't know, the third TOA branch. Whereas I'll use Yang and Genshin to clear like the first couple of floors to get us there. So yeah, sounds like a plan. But she is now level 80. So there you go. Haven't bothered leveling up her sword yet because I should be sort of close. I mean, I'm very close to another multi here. I should be close to getting another guaranteed sword. And when I do, I'm giving that shit straight to Yang. Or at least I would like to. So let's see. I'm just checking my records here. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, OBS is not picking this up. I'm scrolling through my gacha records right now. But I guess it's not picking up because technically the gacha records are a separate page. So OBS is not recording that. So let's see. I'm at 12 pages. Yeah, so I'm at 11 pages worth of rolls. So 11 times 5, 55. So yeah, I'm very close to another guaranteed sword here. So another multi here, I'll be at 65, and hopefully soft pity triggers at some point. So once that happens, my Yang will be the owner of a fancy new Emerald of Genesis sword. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, Emerald of Genesis. Oh, before I forget, gotta convert my Rover back to Spectro. Gonna be kind of awkward if you run around using her and all of a sudden she pulls out a fucking Havoc move when I think she's on Spectro. Excuse me. So that's my Yang. For now, she's at level 80. Haven't really done much else though. Genshin, haven't messed around with her much, but again, given my plans on using these two as my preliminary arrow characters, she'll eventually get the same treatment as well. Eventually. Baiji, I also want to level her up too. Even though I already have Verena and Shorekeeper, I still want to level up Baiji anyway, because she's also our healer too. technically she's our default healer. Eventually, I'm just waiting for the day when we get 4 healers in total, so that way I can run a healer / support on every single TOA fight that I can imagine. Because right now, I guess I'll elaborate more when I get there, hopefully if I remember to do so. But right now for TOA, I'm envisioning how to get I'm planning ahead on like how to get 30 stars on TOA or in TOA, and then how I feel I'm gonna do it is I'm going to have like my preliminary teams, right, clear the first 3 floors of like the side branches of TOA, and I bring in my heavy hitters to clear the last floors because they cost 4 energy or something, and then I use my heavy hitters again for the central branch, which only has 1 floor each, but they cost like 5 energy or some shit. Assuming that I can do that, assuming that they don't run out of energy doing that, and so because of that, that means that I would have to have 4 healers / supports for every single team that I plan on throwing in there. So yeah, I still want to level up Baiji anyway. Eventually, at some point, at one point. So that is the dream, and we'll definitely work towards doing so. Anyways, besides that, I believe that's it for like actual account progress. Yeah, haven't really touched anybody else yet. I would still like to level up Taochi because she has absolutely gigantic fucking milkers. Danjin's cool too with all of her playstyle. Though it's very risky, and I have to learn how to like actually play her properly. Because she's the whole like berserker ass. She has the whole berserker playstyle where she consumes her own HP for moves and shit, attacks, and I guess stronger havoc damage or whatever. I also want to level up Yuanwu, the cool old dude, because I believe he's one of the few characters in the game who actually has an off-field thing, kind of like Zhezhi's ultimate. Because I think when you use his skill, he puts down like an electro field or whatever that does coordinated attacks. So, one of the few characters who can do that, because I think most other characters in the game don't have something like that. And yeah. That'll do it for now. Do I have every character in the game? I forget if I'm missing anybody. I might be missing like 1 or 2 characters. Let me check the this thing real quick. How do I look up who's available? Oh, I guess I could just do this. Oh yeah, I'm still missing Kalkaro. Yeah. Still missing this dude. Oh, and he's a lecturer too. That'd be nice. Or he'd be nice to have, I suppose. Buff out my Electro roster a little bit more. So he's the only character that I'm currently missing, I believe. I think I should have all the A ranks, or all the purple rank characters. Should be all of them. I know Yohu is the new one, right? I think at least I expect her to be a 4-star, or a purple rank. And I'm pretty sure she's not part of Shorekeeper's banner, yeah. Because the 3 4-star resonators we have are these 3, Taochi, Yang, and Chixia. But no Yoho in sight here. I assume she'll show up in the next banner. But then again, I think Shorekeeper was the only featured new 5-star character, so I kind of wonder who's coming up next banner in 18 days when the banners rotate. Huh. Guess we'll find out. Anyways, that'll do it for the characters. Let's check around for the map exploration, see how much further I've gotten. So Northall Barrens is 100%. Desert Rock Highland is still only at 83. I believe I've found all the chests because I've planted loot mappers all around this region and I haven't been able to find any chests left over. So I'm assuming I must have gotten most of the chests in this area. I just need to run around looking for like random exploration doodads, like the bobflies or whatever they're called, and any puzzles that I've accidentally glossed over or whatever. So this will probably take a while for me to like go track down the rest of the shit that I'm still missing. Central Plains is almost done. It's at 98%. Probably still missing like a couple of Sonata caskets or whatever that I gotta track down. Same thing with Gorges of Spirits at 90%. Port City Guishu's finished now at 100%. Though even though it does say 100%, I know for a fact that there is still a chest here. I think this is its exact location. I just don't know how to get to it. Because it's not overland. So I assume it's like underground somewhere. I just don't know how to get there. I don't know how to get underground. Maybe I have to go. There's like an underground access point in the research station nearby. Maybe. So yeah, there's like this one last chest here that I still have yet to pick up. But even with that, even without it, Port City of Guishu is still technically at 100%. So it is finished, technically. Tiger's Maw is at 100% as well. Winming Bay is for 94%. I think I've just only got like a couple more things left here that I gotta go track down. Dim Forest is at 100%. Winding Aches' Mire is at 93. Mount Firmament is at 100. And surprisingly, surprisingly, the archipelago is already at 100%. And if we switch maps over to Black Shores and check out the Tethys Deep, it's also at 100%. So yeah, you can tell that I fucking rushed the exploration part, mainly because I didn't want I wanted to try to get Shorekeeper and her weapon completely free to play, which I was able to do surprisingly. Got both Shorekeeper, won the coin flip for her, and got her weapon. Though I think her weapon was nothing special. Probably had. I know that I had to like soft pity for that. But yeah, I got both of them without having to spend money, and that's all thanks to the new region unlock that gave me enough asteroids to be able to do so. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, gotten most of the stuff done here. I still need to do like a last couple of things, like for example, I still have the Amidst the Stars event, or quest line I should say, to go through. Yeah, so there's that. I've been keeping up with the Fairy Tale event. Been going great so far. Fun. So yeah, those are the regions. And lastly, TOA. So you might have already noticed by now, but my TOA record, this is the first time I've actually been able to break 24 stars. Or whatever they're called. So yeah, 24 stars here. Just teleport over to it so I can show you guys what I mean when I yap. But yeah, now, thanks to all the improvements that I've made on my account, I have finally been able to max love or max star or completely clear both the Resonant Tower and the Echoing Tower. I'm pretty sure for the Echoing Tower, I barely got it, or I barely killed the boss. Yeah, the Beringal guy. I barely killed him. Like I think I literally saw the timer end or stop at like 3.00.02 or 3. Like I was like literally 2 or 3 milliseconds from failing the max clear. So I cut it very close there. But hey, a dub's a dub. So I'll take it. So this is the first time, like I said, I've been able to 12-star both of the side towers. Now all that's left is to challenge Hazard Tower and see how badly I can get my ass kicked. So yeah, let me briefly explain my TOA strategy that I was yapping about earlier when I was going through with my characters. So my eventual endgame TOA plan is to have enough characters where I have 2 teams of like what I call preliminary characters, where they'll go through the first 3 floors of these side towers, both Resonant and Echoing Tower. So in this case, since we got Spectral Damage bonus here, I don't know. I don't know how many other Spectral characters we have, unfortunately. So maybe not Rover and Zhezhi. Maybe I'll use Rover and I'll save Zhezhi for later, because I hear that Zhezhi and Zhezhi make an excellent duo with each other, because their abilities synergize quite well or something like that. But I'll use Rover to help me go through the first, actually I could probably just use it for all 4 floors, because I don't plan on using Rover for the Hazard Tower, so might as well, right? And yeah, This side is what? Fusion damage bonus? So yeah, what I would do here is I would use Encore and Chixia to help me clear the first 3 floors or something, so that way I can save the energy or the stamina on Changli, so that way I can just use Changli for floor 4 and then go use her again for Hazard Tower. I forget how much Vigor costs. Yeah, it costs 5. So yeah, I believe for floor costs 4. So yeah, and everybody starts with 10 Vigor going through TOA. So yeah, that plan should work. So yeah, that is what I would want to eventually get to when going to challenge TOA in the future. So hopefully that's a solid plan. Like I said before, I still don't really know what the fuck I'm doing in this game. But so far so good. Incremental gains, as is the story of gacha games everywhere. But yeah, another 40-minute yap session, so hopefully you guys didn't mind that. Anyways, obviously the video's been going on for a long time, so I should probably owned. Oh right, I must have gotten those from when my stamina capped out the other day. But yeah, anyways, like I said, I've been yapping for enough time now. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you guys next month. Peace.